In today's video, we're going to be talking about a new software on the market, and it is called GrowMeOrganic. Now, GrowMeOrganic is an Instagram scraping tool, and essentially what it does is it goes on Instagram and it takes all the profile's information relative to the search that you've done. Now, I'm going to be giving you a full sort of demo in a second and sort of a nice walkthrough of the platform, as well as a few little things that I had to figure out on the way. But if you haven't yet got started with GrowMeOrganic, and at the end of the video, if you think it's for you, I've actually left a link in the description. It's my affiliate link. And if you use that, I'm going to give you an exclusive training on how I'm personally going to be using GrowMeOrganic to grow my personal business. So keep that in mind. So let's get started. What is GrowMeOrganic and who would benefit from using it? Now, if you are a person that owns an agency or you have, a service or a product, you're going to use GrowMeOrganic, which pretty much means everyone in the entire world. Because what this actually does is you can do searches on the internet, you can do searches on Instagram through GrowMeOrganic. And what it's going to do is return a list of people who have either used the hashtag that you've searched for, the followers of a certain account following, or people that liked a certain post, things like that. You're going to get all the information, which is names, phone numbers, email addresses, all of the stuff in a nice little CSV form. And from there, you can, go ahead and market to them whichever way you think's best. Now, of course, this is extremely powerful. It's ridiculously powerful because I know a lot of people are probably thinking some nasty black hat ways to use it. Please don't. It's a very powerful tool. We're very lucky to have it. So what I personally am going to be using it for is I'm going to be taking the list of email addresses and I'm going to be seeing which ones sort of fit my criteria, and then I'm going to email them personally and be like, hey, you're interested in this service? I see you're lacking in either your website or your Instagram, whatever it may be, and I'm just going to send bulk emails to everyone, right? So that's a very good way of doing it. Their Instagram email address is public, so you're able to get it anyway, so that's nothing bad. But the second part of that is, imagine if you ran an e-commerce store, right? Imagine if you were interested in baby toys, for example. What you could do is you could find a hashtag that people have been using for baby toys, knowing that they're interested in baby toys, and then you can get all of the information, get the email addresses, upload it to Facebook, and then create a lookalike audience of these people who are interested in baby toys. So instantly you've cut down the time of trying to, spend money to find people interested in baby toys, because you've got it right here, super quick. So think of it that way as an extremely powerful tool. There's so many different ways you could sort of spread it. Those are the two main ones that are sort of ticking through my mind. It's going to be great for services. It's going to be great for doing things like e-commerce. It's going to be great for selling courses, selling e-products. It's going to be an amazing tool. So enough of me blabbing on about it. I get really excited about it. It's such a powerful tool. I'm going to jump behind the screen now and show you what it's all about. Okay, guys, welcome to the demo. Now, first of all, we're just going to start on the GrowMeOrganic website. There's just a few things I want to point out that I found out afterwards. So first of all, if you come to the homepage and you scroll down a bit, you will actually notice some tutorials right down the bottom, right? So the first one here is how to create a lookalike audience on Facebook. It's actually really good, so I almost don't feel the need to actually show you how to do it. It's a short video, I think less than 10 minutes, and it's going to show you exactly how you can create a custom lookalike audience. So I'm not going to cover this topic. It's really, really good and really simple. The second one is using a software called Yet Another Mail Merge. This is using a Gmail account and using the Gmail account sort of platform, the Google platform, to send bulk emails. So I'm actually going to be showing you in something else. I personally like experience and I like to have more control. But if you want to use a free way to actually send out bulk emails, you can follow this training here. It's once again very easy to follow. There are a few little complicated sections of it, but it's there as well. And the last thing to show you is it's a software, so you download it and it's got both Windows and Mac, so it's good. I'm on Mac, so I'm going to show you the Mac version. Apart from that, that's pretty much it. Everything else on the website is here, and I'm just going to show you exactly sort of what I'm going to use it for. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually open GrowMeOrganic. So this is the back office, right? When you get here, you can see on the left, we've got fetch hashtag users, media likers, media commenters. So that's like posts. user followers, user following, and users from list. So it's all pretty straightforward what it does, but how it does it is the incredible thing, right? Now, you'll notice I'm on the premium plan. I have a paid account. It's not the free one. So if you have limitations and you're on the free one, it's maybe because of that. So the first thing you would do if you started getting, if you wanted to use GrowMeOrganic, right, is come to manage accounts. Now in here, I've actually got 4 accounts, and you'll notice these accounts are weird, right? They don't make much sense. And the reason for that is what you're going to be doing is searching Instagram using these accounts. So you don't want to be using your personal one. It's not actually going to damage it, but it's just to be safe, because it is going to scrape, you know, thousands of it depends how much you set it for, but it's going to potentially scrape thousands of accounts profiles, right? So I've used these ones. I've actually got them from these guys. They do provide it. You can actually reach out to them to get the Instagram accounts. I just got 5, and in fact I've got one more to add, just because I want to show you how you can actually add in the accounts. It was a little bit confusing at first, but then it wasn't actually that confusing. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to add in this last account now, so you guys know how to do it. So I'm going to click add new. If I come to the bottom, it is entered there. And just so you know, I will be changing the details of these accounts, so you can't just use them, but there it is. Now you'll notice that it's got enter proxy, and here's the instruction for the proxy. Now, me being me, of course, I got it wrong to start with, so I want to show you how it works. And you're probably wondering which proxies to use. Well, these guys actually have a button here that shows you it. Their recommended proxies are from this company here, which is called My Proxies. And these are the 5 current proxies I've bought. This is the one I haven't used just yet. And you will see that they have an expiry date of 6 days from this video. So don't try to use them, guys. They're not going to be available. I'm going to get new ones. But I really wanted to show you how to work it, right? So the first thing you want to do is copy the login, okay? And then you want to come back to the software, and you want to type in, like it says here, http:// and then username. So I'm going to paste that and then press the hypercolon or whatever it's called. Then I'm going to get the password, okay? And then I'm going to paste that in there. And then I'm going to use the @ like it says, @ and then I'm going to copy in the proxy and the port, okay? So I'll put it in like so, and then I'm just going to press login, right? Now it's going to go ahead and log into the Instagram account using this proxy server. And the good thing about using proxies as well, guys, if you are doing it from your home, there's a good chance you're not going to get in trouble, but the small chance that you do get in trouble, what it's going to do is actually flag all the Instagram accounts that are being controlled from your home IP address, right? Or from your phone. So it's always best to use proxies. And just so you know, these proxies are dirt cheap. I think I topped mine up $2, and it's taken off like 45 cents or something. So it's crazy cheap. So don't freak out about that price. It was literally, what did I used Australia because I'm in New Zealand. It was close, 5, and I got it for a week. So 60 cents. So that's how much it was. It's crazy cheap. So don't skint on the tiny things, all right? So there, as you can see, authentication successful. This account's ready to go, right? And I suggest you have about 5, because what it's going to do is it's eventually going to rotate through them. So if one's getting exhausted or used too much, it's going to go to the next one. So that's something to keep in mind. Once again, these guys at GrowMeOrganic, they actually can create you real fast Instagram accounts if you can't be bothered making your own. So reach out to them, it won't cost much. Right, so that's all good. I'm going to close that tab. Now we're ready to go. So for this example, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open Instagram, and I'm going to show you some different types of things that we can look for, right? So for example, let's just say I'm going to check out New Zealand. Let's just say I'm a small-time agency and I want to start getting some more clients, right? So what I could do is I could type small business NZ, because it's small business New Zealand. And as you can see, we've got 49,000 posts. Now, if you use a little bit of thought behind your searches, you could actually find the exact audience that you're trying to, right? So why would someone hashtag small business NZ? It's because majority of the time they have a small business. It's like who would tag small business NZ if they didn't have a small business, if you know what I mean? Of course, there's going to be a few, but majority of the time, it's actually going to be business owners. And you can think of things like that as well, right? So you could type in, let's say for example, baby toys, right? So you could also type in like the beginning of a hashtag, and then you can see what else comes up. So if, for example, you wanted to target Malaysia for selling baby toys, well, look, there's a baby toys Malaysia post, right, or hashtag, right? So that's extremely easy to do this sort of thing, right? But for this example, just keep that in mind though. Your mind can go wild. It's always best to write down ideas because you always go in a little bit of a rabbit hole. But for this example, I'm going to use Small Business NZ, and I'm going to open up the tool once again, and I'm going to enter the tool. Okay, now here you will see max usernames. Depending on how big you want your list, obviously you can put in 2,000, you can put 200. For this example, I'm just going to have 100 so I don't waste your time. It is going to take a little bit to go through it. Obviously, the tool can't go too fast or it's going to get in trouble. And since we're talking about speed, on the right here we also have a speed column. It says 1 speed at the moment, which is recommended. If you're going to go higher than that, you may lose your account, so try to play by the rules. If anything, you could even slow it down a little bit, especially if you're doing a very big search, okay? But for now, I'm just going to leave it as recommended. And at the bottom here, we've got another section, right? We've got exclude private accounts, only business accounts, must have emails, must have phone, must have website. Now, for this particular example, Small Business NZ, majority of the time, if people are in small business, in my mindset, they might not even know how to use Instagram properly, so they're probably not going to have a business account. So I'm just going to leave those two out. But all I want from them basically is their email address, right? So I'm going to click must have email. And if you like calling people, use the must have phone as well. That's up to you. And the same with website. If you're doing web development, you might want to have a website as there as well. I'll just leave it unchecked for now. I just want the emails because my ideal thought process is I'm going to just bulk send an email, right? So first of all, what we want to do is click extract users, right? And I'm going to go ahead and pressed resume, extract users, and now here we go. So as you can see, it's ticking along nicely. It's already done 10 in about a couple of seconds. And it's actually interesting. I'll quickly show you some of the little search things happening in here. I know my face is in the way here, so I can't show you all of it, but here we've got username, full name, number, and as you can see, we're getting a lot of Kiwi numbers right here, and we've got their email address. And if I just pull this along a little bit, you'll see we're actually getting their full email address, which is great. Websites, and it's got their category as well as their bio, post count, followers, following, if it's private, if it's verified, if it's business, the business potential, which is actually GrowMeOrganic's custom, it's their custom sort of business potential like checker, I guess. It's not really a checker, it's just saying if they would be good for business or not. So you can take notice of that or not, it's up to you. We've also got country, city, zip code, address, and that's it. So that's really cool. So we've done, as you can see just before I carry on, putting this account to sleep, just to say stay safe. So this tool's really powerful. It's doing all it can to give you all the results without overloading it. So now that's done, let's see what we've got. So I'm going to click save to CSV. I'm going to just save it here, and I'll just save it something else. I've been playing with it, as you can see. For this, I'll just call this demo export, and then I'll find it. And here is the results. So yeah, we've got loads of stuff in here, as you can see, right? It took less than a minute, and now I've got all of this information. So most important thing is emails. We've got all these different emails, which is really cool. Plus we have also country. So some of the times you're not going to get the right country. I don't know if people have moved. Sometimes people just register weird things, like this person's in Ghana, so that's a bit strange. So you can actually come through first of all and filter it. A lot of the times people don't actually put in the right country, but as you can see, it's got extra.co.nz, so you know it's from New Zealand. So I don't really do too much about that. All I will do is come through and delete the ones that aren't in the desired country. Like that one was Nigeria, this one here is going to be Ghana, so I'll just quickly delete these. But overall, it's actually really good, right? So we've got all this information. There's just one thing to note about the full name. So as you'll see, I don't think any of these are actually anyone's first name, so we're not going to use the full name for much. There's not much room for marketing and profiles in Instagram, so when you do these sort of searches for businesses, you're not going to really get first names. Of course, if you only do private profile searches, then you're going to get first names for sure. We've also got all the other information here. As you can see, we've got phone numbers, which is really cool as well. So yeah, there's just so much good information here. Now, just to give you some ideas of what you can do with this information now that you have it. Let's just say for a second, you are an Instagram growth company, right? Instagram growth company. What I might actually do is I might get all this information and put it into a Google Sheet. So I'll just pause the video and here we are. So I just like the Google platform a little bit better than Excel. So here we are. So one idea, right? Let's just say you're an Instagram service, you're an Instagram company, you want to do their Instagram management. What I can do is I can sort their amount of followers by the smallest number. So when you come across a company like this, the White Light Co., they've posted 86 times, but they've only got 42 followers. Do you think they need a hand with Instagram? I think so. So look at all these different types of, companies that have got sub 1,000 followers. All of these people, these people have done hundreds of photos. They've got no following. So there's a simple way that you could reach out to these people. You've now got their name. You've now got their number. You could reach out to them and see if they want a hand with Instagram. Maybe you've got a course. Maybe you could, give them some advice. Maybe, I don't know, consultation, something. All this information's here. These people have a poor social media presence and they need some help, and you could be the person to give it to them. So that's really cool. So that's pretty much just what I wanted to show you with that. There's not too much else on this, but since we have the sheet and we're ready to go now, this is where the magic really happens, right? So for me, if I was to email people, right, you could use that YAM thing that these guys talk about, and if you want to find it, you could just type in YAM in Google, and it's the first result, yet another mail merge, right? So you guys could use that. But for me, I like to use something like Snovio, which is a cold email outreach tool, right? And the way Snovio works is you can actually go ahead and you can upload your emails list, and then you can send automated drip campaigns based upon what you want them to say, right? So I'll give you a quick demo of how it will work. So the first thing you would do is add a list. This list, I'm going to call it example 2. I've given an example before, as you can see. This is just my demo account. And then I'm going to import my prospect list, right? So now I'm going to select my file, my computer, like so. I just paused it so I didn't show you all my personal files. And then you click upload file. And what it's going to do, just remember we've only put in 100 results, is it's going to put them in and it's going to ask for the information. So just to give you an idea of what the columns are going to be, because the full name isn't quite right here, I'm not going to add it, but it's got the email there, which is all we need. So I'm going to put start the import. Right. So what this is going to do is it's created a new list. It's got all this information. It's got all these people. And then what I will do is I'll come to email drip campaigns. Now, what you can do in here, just to make sure it works nicely, is go new drip campaign. I like to have power when I do these things as well. That's why I don't want to use something like YAM. I've never used it before. This is like, you can't really fail with this. So choose a list. I've got example 2, which has got 72 people that I've just put in. I put in 100. There must have been a few errors or something, so that's why I've got 72. Regardless, it's really good. You can have thousands in there. And once I've got that list, what I'm going to do now is send email, right? So I'm going to click email, and then it's going to select the content. And from here in Snovio, you've actually got outreach templates, right? So if I go to Snovio templates, it's got sales pitch, marketing pitch, follow-up, fundraising, something like that. So I could go marketing pitch and I can see all the different types. Maybe I want to use this one, and you can see it's got a basic template here. Obviously, you just got to come through and change it. Hey, my name is Phil from, my website service, whatever your company's called. And then you can just edit this stuff, right? Just have it real basic, real easy. And then all you have to do, connect the two, save it, and press start. Now, all of these people are going to start getting emails, but it doesn't stop there. You can do things like, you could put delay. You can delay it by actually what you could do is put trigger. So what that means is if someone clicks on it, right? So if they open the email, or if you want to get more targeted, if they click on the link in the email, what you can do then is say, oh, okay, so these guys are interested. You can send them a follow-up. If they don't open it or they don't click on it, you could send them a second offer, something like that, right? So that's how you could do it. It's real easy. I'm actually going to do a full tutorial about this. I'm not going to get too into it right now because this is all about GrowMeOrganic. But having that email list is so powerful. And like the Facebook lookalike audience pixel does as well, it's just as powerful, right? You upload your CSV that you download based on your search, and then it's going to create a lookalike audience based on all of the similar demographics that these people have. It might be interests, might be age, might be anything like that. This marital status, all that sort of stuff, and it's going to create you list of interested people, right? So that's the most important thing. Now, I've talked about this a lot. It's been a pretty long tutorial. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to sort of show you the information. It's so extremely exciting because this stuff usually costs a bunch of money. And that actually reminds me, I'll quickly show you the pricing just so you know. If you're just wanting to get a ton of emails real quick, or a ton of contact information, $15 for a week. It's cheap. Use some like 60-cent proxies. It's not even $16, right? So you can use that for a week. If you want to use it longer term, $29 a month. I've decided to get the annual because I like to have tools available when I want to use them. So $149, you can get that. And don't forget, if you do decide to choose any of these, I have left the link in the description, and you're also going to get the training that I'm going to create for it, how I'm going to use it. So you get that absolutely free as well. Just by using my link, it's going to be the same price, if not cheaper. So that's pretty much it, guys. What I want to do now is just jump behind the camera quickly and wrap this up. Okay, guys, so that was GrowMeOrganic. As you can see, it's one of the most powerful Instagram scraping tools, not because the price is cheap and not because it's extremely fast, but just because it gives you so much information, right? You can use it for Facebook pixels, you can use it for cold email marketing, you can use it for calling people, whatever you want. There's so many different ways that you could use this tool. Once again, just please don't do it as a spammy way. Always provide value to the people that you're outreaching. That's the whole point of marketing, doing things the right way, creating relationships, that sort of stuff. And this tool can definitely help you get there. So once again, I hope you guys have liked the video. If you have liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Every thumbs up counts, as well as every subscription. I'm trying to grow this channel nice and big, so please hit that subscribe button and make all the difference. And if you want your bonus, the links are all in the description. And that's it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.